so welcome back to my channel, Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura, and welcome to your weekly reading for the water signs. I have decided to bring in some astrological elements to the weekly readings to make them a little more specific. And I am doing 4 readings each week based on the elements, the astrological elements of earth, fire, water, and air. I have done all the other 3 readings for this week, and they have turned out pretty okay, so I think I might continue to do this. This is my last one for my lovely water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on for your week, the week of August 16th through the 22nd. What kind of energies do we have for you guys? I'm going to clear out these cards because I've used them for each reading. They've all been different, so that's good. Got some selenite here. Is that how you say that, selenite? I'm not sure. It's just really good for cleansing the... Looks like an egg, too. That's really cool, eh? All right, so let's see if we can find some messages for my water signs for the week of August 16th through the 22nd. What's going on for the water signs this week? What's coming up? I will use clarifiers as needed. And I will also pull some guidance from Spirit with one of my oracle decks at the end. So what's going for the water signs this week? What's up with the water signs? Water, Pisces, Scorpio, and what was the other one? Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. What's going on for y'all? Okay, is that it? Is that all that? Well, okay. All right, so I got 6. That's pretty much been the norm. I've been shooting for 3 of the regular Rider-Waite Tarot. Da, da, da. Some fast-moving energy right there. But more have popped out, so I'm just going to go ahead and read what we got here. I will put the camera down so you can see what the cards are. Please, if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel. And if you have not already subscribed, please do so and hit that bell so you'll be notified when I do upload a new video. Also, if you think of someone that might enjoy these videos or it might be helpful to someone that you know, please do share my information with them. And please comment below if you have something to say. I'd love to read your comments. So let us know what's going on with you if you would like to. So I will put the camera down and we'll get started with the weekly reading for August 16th through the 22nd for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, so if you are a water sign, these are going to be your messages for August 16th through the 22nd. What we have here, we have pulled 6 cards. 4 of them are major arcana cards. When that happens, it's a pretty significant week, so we might pull some clarifiers on some of these. So let's just see what we got here. The first card that we have is the Justice card. In the major arcana card, it's a sign of Libra, but justice comes up whenever there might be a situation where you're dealing with the legal system. It may also be a situation where karmic justice is playing a hand in your week. Underneath that, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is the major arcana card for Sagittarius. It is also a card of balancing. It's a card of it's a card of alchemy. It's a card of blending many things to make one separate thing. But it's basically a card of balancing your finding balance in your life and mixing a little bit of this and a little bit of that to even out your life. Okay, so the next card we have here is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is the card of an impasse. If you notice, look, there's the water behind him. This is very much a water sign card. The ocean is behind him. Watery things, watery elements are really about a bit of uncertainty, a bit of having to go with the flow a little bit. But in this case, it's definitely uncertainty, because the Two of Swords indicates a time where you can't see. You have to make a decision, but you kind of don't want to. You don't like either option. It's like, it's almost like, I wanted to say Sophie's Choice, but that's a little extreme, isn't it? You just don't like either of the options that you have. You only see two. So you are kind of holding out on making a decision. You just don't want to face it. The warning of this card is that you can't hold out forever. You're going to have to take the blindfolds off. You're going to have to see what you're dealing with, and you're going to have to make a decision eventually. Well, that might happen whether you want it to or not, because the card underneath that is the Death card. In addition to being the major arcana sign for Scorpio, the Death card is about an ending, a major ending, and a transformation. So that's why I say this might be taken out of your hands this week. The decision might be made for you. This is some kind of ending that's coming. It doesn't look like a particularly painful ending based on the cards that are around it. It's just saying something is coming to an end. Okay, so beside that, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is the card of rest. It's a card of recuperation. It can be a card of recuperating from an illness, but generally it's just taking a time out to rest and to take care of yourself. Some self-care might be needed here. And then the last card, which is great. First of all, it's the major arcana card for the sign of Leo. We are in Leo's season. This is the last week of Leo's season, but this is the most positive card in the deck. The outcome for this situation, whatever it is going to be very sunny. It is good. It's breaking free from the past. This guy is jumping over this wall here on this horse. He's free. He's childlike. Breaking free from the past and moving on to a much, much brighter future. So I'm afraid we're going to have to get some clarifiers for this. This is okay, so just very generally speaking, there looks like a value judgment that has to be made this week. It might have something to do with the legal system, in fact. The right answer for this decision, these are both cards of balance. Like, you're trying to find some balance in this situation, some equilibrium in this situation, trying to find the fair thing for all people concerned. You have kind of not been wanting to look at it. It's kind of a tough situation. You haven't been wanting to look at it. This week, that decision is going to be taken out of your hands. You're going to have no choice. Something is ending this week, and you're moving on to a much brighter future. This card just indicates to me that you've sat on it. You kind of like didn't want to look at it. Here, let me go to bed. A lot of people do that. I've never been like that, but I know a lot of people that when they have something going on, they don't want to deal with it. They just go to bed. I have a sister like that. So that just means the same thing to me, that you have not been wanting to face that. It doesn't matter anymore whether you want to face it or not. It's happening this week. Something's happening in this situation. So let's see if we can get some clarifiers for what's going on here. Can I get a card for the Justice card, please? Can I get one more for that Justice card, please? Can I get one more clarifier for that Justice card? Okay, and can I get one for the Temperance card? Temperance. There's two. Interesting. And can I get one for the Death card, please? One for the Death card. And one more for the Death card. I see very clearly what's going on here. I don't think this is going to be for everybody, but there is a message here for someone. Maybe just one or two of you, but... Okay, and one clarifier for the Sun card, please. Okay, one more for the Sun card. Okay, all right. So here's what I'm seeing. I feel like this actually is a legal situation for some of you. I feel like it is a divorce situation that is has been going on for quite some time. A choice has had to be made. This is the Lover's card. Usually when the Lover's card shows up, a choice has to be made in a love situation. Can be a love situation. It can be a choice between something you love and something else. It can be a choice between two people that you love. But in any case, it is a choice in a love situation. Also clarifying the Justice card, which is the card for the legal system, is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, pages are usually something that's being offered in the financial situation, in the way of finances. It can be a Capricorn card. It's the card of Capricorn for me. But it looks like the choice was made to, in this relationship, it has gone through some part of the legal situation and an offer has been made. So again, this Justice card is clarifying the Temperance. That tells me, again, that's just clarification that yeah, this is a legal situation. It does look like a divorce. It looks like a divorce for a couple of reasons for these right here. Okay, so this card can be a blending of families, like figuring out how you're going to mix families together. Like a lot of times it will be a family where there are two different races, and so you have to take some of this family heritage and some of this family heritage and blend that to create something completely new. But it's not always an easy situation. It takes a lot of communication. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of blending to blend those two families. So this is the card of a happy family. It's the card of generations of family. So this tells me there has been some discussion about how to blend, how to make the family unit work, not only for now, but for future generations, how to make that work in this divorce situation. So not only has there been a lot of discussion about finances, how that's going to work, but also how the family unit is going to work in as the divorce happens, as the two people involved separate. So these, as I said, are just the indication that this is not, you've not been wanting to face this. It's been rough. You've not wanted to face it. There's been a lot of legal haggling going on. You just soon put your blindfolds on and not have to deal with it at all. You may have taken to your bed over it. You may have been like, I just can't deal with this. I just need to take some time out to rest, to recuperate, to take care of myself. There's just been too much of this going on. But it's ending. It's all ending. You got the Nine of Wands as a clarifier for the Death card, and you also got the Strength card as a clarifier for the Death card. It's ending this week because the Strength card is my card for Leo. This is the last week of the Leo season. So to me, this is saying the ending. It is ending this week. all this mess. I don't know if the papers are finally being filed. They're coming. The finalization is happening this week. I can't remember all. I've been divorced. I can't remember all the steps that go into the process. But it is finally ending this week. It will require some strength for you to get through this final stage of it, but it's over. It's over. And you need to let it be over. It's good that it's going to be over. You have to let it die. What is that saying? I think it's biblical. Lest a grain of wheat fall to the ground and die, it cannot grow. So be okay, even though you haven't wanted to face it, be okay with letting it be over, even though it's going to require a little bit of strength for this last final push to get through it. Let it be over so that you can get here. Here is a wonderful place of abundance. Like I said, the sun is the most positive card in the whole deck. The sun is shining through. You're moving, jumping over the wall, freeing yourself from the past and going to this place of absolute abundance. This woman is very happy in her family. She's very happy in her personal life. She's very happy with her surroundings, with her beautiful home. She has everything that she can possibly need. She's giving birth to creative ideas, to the creativity that's required for you to move forward. And that comes, yes, after a period of feeling left out in the cold, after a period of, like I always say, poverty is a state of mind. It's how you feel. You feel impoverished. That's what this means. It doesn't necessarily mean financially impoverished, but just feeling left out in the cold. Like the institutions have failed you, your relationships have failed you. I always say you are moving on with someone else, someone that's just as wounded as you are from the situation, but you are moving forward. This is behind you. You're leaving this, and you're going to this. Okay, so let's see if we can get you, I think we need advice from our angels and ancestors. If ever, this is a time for advice from our angels and ancestors, if there ever was one, because these are hard times, man. I've been through two divorces. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. It's particularly not easy when children are involved. But if you can just find a way to let it be over, you will get to the other side, and you will be happy again. It's hard to believe now, I'm sure, but you will be happy again. Okay, so what do we have for our water signs for August 16th through the 22nd? What do we have for our water signs? Advice from angels and ancestors for August 16th through the 22nd for our water signs. Well, these fell out, so let's just go with them. Okay, you got mountains, stand your ground. And I can't pronounce this. It's Shaolin Master. Shaolin, Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. So we are going to read these from the book because we want to be sure we get the message right. I particularly like the Shaolin Master. Shaolin Master. Shaolin. I've not heard of that before. So I'm learning things too. Okay, so the message is slow and steady, breathe and flow. Take a gentler approach. You're being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Be okay with letting it go. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. Absolutely take care of yourself. And be okay. Be okay. It's hard sometimes, I know. But if you can be okay to let it die and just go with it. Be kind to yourself as you move through the process. I promise it's going to be okay. All right, mountains, stand your ground. Hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are, talk things over with those around you, and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. So use your strength. It's going to take your strength to get through this last bit of it. But know that you are guided, that the spirit of the Great Mother is behind you and helps you reach high to the Great Father. Stand your ground. Okay, so those, just in case you wanted to see these cards again. So I'm really hoping the best for you guys this week. As I said, I know that this energy is really tough. Divorces are not easy, and I'm sure this is not for everybody. But for those one or two of you who are going through a divorce, it is ending this week. You are going to move forward. You're going to need this strength, and you've got it. You've got the strength behind you. Be easy on yourself as you get through this last part of it, so that you can get to this. It's coming for you, I promise. Be okay with letting this die. It's okay. Okay, so that's all I have for the water signs for the week of August 16th through the 22nd. Thank you guys for being here. Please put a comment in below if this resonates with you. And until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste.